Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I posted anything, but we are in the middle of our first big heat wave of the year. It's been a couple really hot days, so I thought I'd give you a little update on the AC. As you can see here, it's working great. Nice sweat on these lines. Nice and cold to the touch. It's been working really good, no complaints at all. I changed up the drain over here a little bit since the last time I did a video. I put a little brass T in there, 90, just to direct the water down onto the rocks. Also got some new rocks since the last time I made a video. So I'll take you inside, show you the indoor unit, show you some of my usage and my, my power consumption, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's the indoor unit. If you've watched the other videos on this AC, you're familiar with this thing, but the green icon is lit, meaning we are running straight on solar today. I don't know if you can hear the fan running, it's pretty quiet. Basically how I run this thing is, once it gets warmed up, I turn that thing on and I just let it run all day long. I set the main house AC to about 76, 77, and just see how long the little EG4 can keep up. So far it's been working great. I keep that thing set at 72 and the house stays right around 72, 73. In the evenings, I usually kick on the big AC once it gets really hot. You know, maybe hit 74, I kick it on, but as you can see, it's pumping out some nice cold air. We've got 47 and change Fahrenheit coming out of the unit. Room should be around 72. I'll stick this up top and show you here. And we do have about 72 in the house. This is up near the ceiling, so maybe a little warmer than down near the floor, but a good, 23 degree temperature split across the unit, so that's great. I'm really happy with that. I have cleaned the filters on this once already. They weren't real dirty. They had a little bit of dust in them, but I gave them a quick clean, and other than that, it's been great. So this is an inverter AC heat pump. It does modulate. So as you can see, the coil temperature, reading the room temperature, is about 71 degrees. I have it set for 72. So right now it's just a low, it's maintaining 420 watts. That's usually where I see this thing running. When you first turn it on and say it sees the room temperature around 78, it does crank right up. I've seen it go as high as about 1,000 watts in cooling, but it doesn't stay there very long. I'll show you a clip of that now. So there it is, pulling about 920 watts. That's really the highest I've seen it. I haven't seen it cross 1,000, but it does get up there for a little bit. You can see it's trying to pull it down towards 72. It's been at 73 a little while. It's about 31, 32 degrees outside today. So that's probably around 88, I think, Fahrenheit, maybe 89. So it is a hot day. It's pretty humid out. Here's our temperature outside. It's cooling off a little now. We did hit 32 today, so definitely a hot couple days, but AC's been working great. Again, very happy with it. So here's my power consumption for the month of May. I did use this for heat a lot in the earlier days of the month. Not a lot of solar because I'm using it kind of first thing in the morning or overnight sometimes. Now that we're towards the end of May, it's been really hot weather, so it's been cranking out lots of cold air. And then in the middle there's some days where I didn't really use it at all. Kind of a whole mix of weather for the month of May. So for the month of June, I am going to be unplugging it fully from the grid, disconnecting the AC power, and just having it on solar, and then I'll check back in and show you how much power we've actually consumed from solar. So as of right now, I've done about 110,000 kilowatts on solar. So it's pulling tons of power, saving me money on the AC and more so the gas, but it's really nice in the summer too. So I'll check back in with you in about a month at the end of June and I'll show you the numbers. And once again, thanks for watching.